There are some moms that force their children to get out of the family because they are gay.
That I don't understand because that's my blood. And even my husband, the father of my kids, when he passed away, he told, don't put your head like that because I don't owe any penny to nobody. I keep my kids have to go. Because for me, that's gay, that's not a problem. It's the same, everybody. What is the problem? So.
Eduardo, that sounds Spanish?
Well, it's Mexican. I was born in Mexico, but I grew up in America, now living here.
Ah, okay.
So can you introduce something about yourself?
I also got my degree in journalism. Then I got an opportunity to come here, and now I'm teaching here. And I've been living in, Southeast Asia for about 7 years. First in the north, in Hanoi, and then Cambodia for a little bit, and now here.
Can you speak Vietnamese?
Yeah, nói tiếng Việt, chút chút. Okay.
Em cũng biết nói tiếng Việt.
Well, I had like a wonderful show that I loved to do in America, but it was only part-time. It was just not enough to really keep me there.
So what was your job when you in the US?
So I had a part-time radio show that focused on like Latino LGBT issues.
Oh.
And I also got to teach them like about journalism, and I would teach them how to about storytelling and editing audio and video. That was my job in Chicago, but like I said, it was only part-time. Then the rest of my time I was working at Starbucks. And then my friend, he got an opportunity to come here with his school, and he was like, well, why don't you come here? I can help you get started. We can do this together. Because I was also looking into teaching abroad, or I always wanted to move abroad for a bit, and I thought it was gonna be 1 year, but 7 years later, I'm still here.
So what made you want to stay in Vietnam for such a long time?
It's been wonderful to me. It's opened up a lot of opportunities, and I think right now in America is like, it's so much work and it's so expensive that it doesn't really allow you to really have any downtime or free time. And here I've been able to kind of have a better work-life balance.
Can you share about your love story?
I really did not want to be gay, to be honest. You have religion telling you that it's wrong, and society telling you that it's wrong, and it's a different time back then. You didn't have all these positive people on television and like, you be you. It was still very, not like common, for people to be out and proud. And I would say even slightly homophobic, because I was angry to see people living their truth, and I was not able to really do that yet. I tried to date girls, but it was just not happening. And then I got my first boyfriend in high school. And I was about 16. I kissed a boy and never looked back.
Oh, so cute.
He was a transfer student. It was like my sophomore year, and we started hanging out. He was already out, and we became friends. And then one night we were watching a movie in his house, and we started making out. And then I was like, oh, does this mean we're boyfriends? And he was like, I guess so.
Like something like that?
Yeah, old school.
Oh, okay.
Cute, right?
So I'm guessing you guys broke up?
Yeah. But we remain friends. Actually, he's gonna come here and visit in a few months. So, yeah.
Are you single at the moment?
I'm not. I've actually been with my current partner for about 7 years.
Oh, wow. Where did you meet that partner?
Also in Chicago, where I'm from. I broke up with that boyfriend that I first kissed to go out with my current boyfriend.
He had a first kiss with this boy, and then broke up, and then dated another guy forever.
Well, not forever. We broke up as well because he was going off to college, and he would send me tons of messages, and I was like, oh my God, I'm too clingy. But we remained really good friends for about 15 years. He's the one who moved here, and while we were here, the flame rekindled.
Oh, so you can get back together with your ex?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Was there a story going on there?
No, just talking. So, before the age of 16, did you ever struggle with self-hate?
Yeah, definitely, because I don't want to be gay, it's so hard.
Yeah.
I think it took a while for me to really accept myself and live my truth. I think I was scared that my family was going to reject me. I was going to lose my friends, you know, kind of just end up alone.
What was the first step that you took to loving yourself?
I remember being at a bookshop. They had all these magazines. One of the magazines, it was like the cover said, "I'm gay, get over it." And, you know, I bought the magazine, and I remember taking it to the cashier and like shaking and being like, oh my God.
He's gonna know, everybody's gonna know.
Yeah, and it seems so small now, but it was a big step for me back then.
How was your life when you were in university?
In university, it was a completely different time then, because after high school, I was completely out, and I went to a Catholic high school, and so it was kind of conservative, but wear like I love boy shirts. Ooh. You know, and
hey!
I know.
Wow.
And I was like, if the girls can wear it, I can wear it, you can't censor me. I was tired of living in a closet. And so.
And your parents, were they cool with it?
Yeah. My mom ended up being super cool about it. I was still scared to tell her. I was like, oh, I hope everything's fine. My sisters was the first person I told. From what I hear, she prepared my mom a little bit for like, hey, by the way, Eddie might come out. Kind of set the road.
Be ready for it.
Be ready for it, yeah.
By the way, we are talking about his mom, and our show invited his mom here with us and share the story. So, welcome to the show, Mama.
Hey.
Oh. Hey. Hi, Mom.
Oh, hi, what's your name?
My name is Gloria Vera.
Gloria Vera. And can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I come from Mexico. I come from America in '93, and I still working. I grown 3 kids. Well, I'm trying to check my 2 boys in America more frequently, but Edward is more far than me, so take me more time. Last time I saw him is 2 years, right?
No, last year. Well, last year I went to visit, and so we try. Well, I go visit 1 year. She comes visit 1 year.
May I ask how old are you?
67.
Life full of adventures, I'm guessing.
No, I'm still working too much for grown the kids, because my husband, father, and my kids, he passed away in the 88.
So that means you were a single mother since the year 88.
Yeah.
That must have been hard on you guys.
I got sister and brothers, but everybody is in Mexico. And here, there's only coming with my 3 kids. So I'm trying for coming more friendly, but strong at the same time. All the time, I say, I hold the hand of God. I have to coming out with these kids. And I think it's good people, my kids.
What a wonderful mom, eh?
Seeing her come out to move from Mexico to the States with 3 kids as a single mom, I'm like, if she can do that, like that set the standard. Like I can come to Vietnam by myself.
It's in your blood.
And I tell the kids, if I could do it with 3 kids, you could do it alone.
Of course, you have your health and you have your arms and your legs.
Yeah.
So what's stopping
And you
you?
got healthy, and you have to respect to everybody, and request everybody have to respect you. You have to work hard and be honest, because this is the only way I know for survive the life. Somebody give you the hand, and then don't forget, you have to give the hand to somebody more.
I feel like you are quite an inspiration for other people, because I feel a lot of the older generations feel very strict within their own mindset. They don't want to open up to children, and they don't listen to them properly. For you to follow your children, listen to them, let them be who they want to be, is really a very inspiring message to other parents.
Well, I think, there's my kids. He's journalist and teacher. My other son is a state police in Minneapolis Marine for 20 years. And my daughter is a naturist doctor. There's not like, the father is lawyer and the kids come lawyers. There's their own decision, their own life. And I want to give my support to everybody, because there's like that, the life is like that.
So when he was a boy, did you recognize he was different from the other boys?
When he's little baby, he liked too much the Barbies.
I had more Barbies than my sister growing up. Yeah.
But we think because maybe he liked too much the girls. Okay. So we don't think he go for that way. But I remember one day, because I saw my son frequently more serious, and I ask, what happened with you? You okay? I'm so okay. I said, there's no, because you don't be the same Edward I know. So you got some problems, I make some mistake. I want to know, you are my son. So one time when I come in for work, he have the table ready for dinner. He have flowers, candles, and everything. And I said, wow, that's for me? He said, yeah, but I want to talk with you first. So he stayed there, and he want to talk, but he couldn't. So he write a letter, he finished, and he give me the letter, and he put the face like that. And when I'm finished the read, I can't speak, I can talk. I'm crying, and I saw him, and he see my eyes and say, I'm sorry, ma'am. And I say, there's no I'm sorry. I love you the same. I give a hug, we hug, and I say, I love you anyway. Right now, only I want to tell you, I request the same, they request to your sister and your other brother. You respect to everybody, and you have to ask for respect to everybody, to you too. I know a lot of friends, these gays, and they don't have home because the same family push out. I got my son and my body for 9 months. That's my blood. I ask to talk with your sister or your brother. Said no, with my sister, yes, but I'm feeling a little afraid for talk with my brother because he's a soldier. And I said, okay, don't worry, I talk with him. When I talk with him, he said, and what do you think? And I said, I can't think nothing. He thinks already. So I only give my support because he's my son anyway. I love him, same day I love you. He said, I'm sorry, ma'am, that's right. So when he come in, he hold him. And I'm really happy when they hold and cross the heads. And so I'm feeling happy. And that's what I say. I'm feeling proud because I love my kids.
That's so beautiful. You know how lucky you are.
I do feel really lucky.
Yeah.
And you know what my favorite part is she didn't feel angry. She just hugged you, told you she loves you, and told you to be safe.
I think she owned a big heart, really big heart.
I think usually the people need too much love. I tell you, and my work coming too many. Told me, Mom, I don't have enough money for pay the rent, or I don't have food or something. And I'm feeling sad because they work hard, but everything is expensive. This one job is not enough.
Yeah, so many people at work call her mom.
Yeah. And I say, I have a big house. Okay, you can stay here since you're feeling strong again and you fly. Like the birds, right? Like I have a nest and the bird come in one time with the wings open and go down. The mama can pick it up. So the bird go every day, but someday fly.
Professional mother, that's what you are.
So before you came out with your mom, have you ever feel so guilty because you are gay?
Yeah, it took a while for me to be like, no, this is who I am. You know, I really tried to be straight and it was just not happening for me. If I want to truly be happy, I need to live my truth.
Eddie, I want to ask you that why you decide to come out with your mom that day, and how was your feeling?
Well, that day I was super scared. Like I'd made dinner and I was like, all right, and I make everything right, get my mom ready. But then, the words were hard to come out. I still got too nervous to talk, and so that's why I decided to write that letter.
I think the fact that you wrote a letter is probably one of the best ways to say something difficult to somebody else, because I think a lot of times when we have an argument with somebody or a problem with somebody, it's not exactly what you say to them, but how you say to them. Even some people have a problem with communicating, so they don't know how to say something, and a letter is something crucial that we easily forget to do. Usually when I have a problem with somebody, I also write a letter to them, because then I can really sit and think about what the problem is and I can express myself. If I'm angry or upset or something, I can't let the words come out. Maybe I start shouting, maybe I just cry, and we don't solve the problem.
Sometimes the word stuck here, so you cannot speak it out. I'm just curious because there was something happen to make you decide to come out with your mom or it just comes suddenly?
Nothing like in particular, but it was time. You know, like she said,
Yeah.
I started to kind of close myself off from my family. That's why I kept, like, my mom would keep on asking, oh, what's wrong? And I'd be like, no, nothing. And I mean, you want to be honest with your family and you know, be open, and I felt I was not able to do that, and so I started to shut myself in. Like, I would stay in my room and not talk, not hang out.
Was there anybody else in your family you were scared of telling, or is there anybody else that's against you being gay?
My mom later remarried, and I had a discussion with my stepdad, and that ended up in a big fight, altercation. But I wasn't scared to come out to him. I was like, no, I'm out, and this is me. You have a problem with it, that's your problem.
You said that your mom remarried. When did that happen?
This happened in 97, and I said, you have to move to my home because always is my son, my kid.
Wow, your mom is amazing. She divorced the man because he
was
could
so
not
bored.
respect you.
Yeah, no. I told my mom, I was like, you know, if you want to stay, it's okay. Move out. You can come visit me.
Yeah.
But my mom was like, nope. Like, this is our house.
Children come first.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I think
Strong woman.
you are so lucky because there are some mom that force their children to get out of the family because they are gay.
That I don't understand because this is my blood.
And any man that enters your life has to respect your children and the way they are. So I really respect you for making such a difficult decision. And you are an amazing, powerful woman. I'm very inspired by you, Miss.
I think that is the power of independence.
Yeah, I really feeling like hold the hand of God and go. Because when you come in at this world, you don't have nothing with you. When you leave, you don't got nothing with you.
Yeah.
So I got my kids, and let's go with my best intention. And even my husband, the father of my kids, when he passed away, he told, don't put your head like that because I don't owe any penny to nobody. And I tell the kids, don't forget that. I keep my kids have to go. Because for me, that's gay, that's not a problem. It's the same, everybody. What is the problem? So.
Right?
Different.
What is the problem of being gay?
I saw too many gays got really good opportunities and there's really good position and all the bosses' positions. What is the difference? So everybody could make the same.
Okay, let's continue. With your stepdad, can you tell me about your last conversation with your stepdad?
So I had my boyfriend at the time, and we'd gone on vacation. So we were coming back late on a flight, and so I called my mom the night before, and I was like, "Hey, Mom, is it okay if we spend the night at the house because it's a late flight?" And she was like, "Yeah, of course." And then my boyfriend at the time and I spend the night, and then in the morning, my stepdad knocking on the door and flipping out and is there another man in there? He got really violent, you know?
Yeah.
And so we're getting out. We picked up and left. I also wrote him a letter, but this was a very angry letter.
Angry letter.
Yeah, I was like,
Write the letters in capitals.
yeah, I was like, you're the most ignorant man I've ever met.
Did you ever hear or see him again?
I ran into him in the street one time, and we were just like, hey.
Hey, bye.
Okay, can you compare about the LGBT community in Vietnam and your home country, your hometown?
In America, right now we've come a long way. I think before, the only representation of the community was a gay white man, and I think that's changing. Now we have the stories of LGBT people of color. We've always been a diverse country, but for a long time we didn't allow those stories to be told, and I'm happy to see that change. Here, I had a friend who's a Vietnamese, and he had to come stay at our house too because his parents kicked him out. What I see happen here a lot is parents will be like, okay, you're gay, but you're still gonna marry a woman. They're kind of forced to live this double life.
Well, I don't know too much in Vietnam here, but the only one that he told me exactly the family push the son or gay or lesbian, it's the same red heart and the same love. So why the family make hard time first? You never know how many people in the street make hard time to my family. I don't want to make hard time in my home. In my home, how to be sweet, how to be relaxed, because we are the same.
It's a safe zone. That's where the safe zone is.
Yeah.
Like home sweet home.
Yeah, exactly. You see like the little hens sometimes would get the little chickens and stand wings for cover over. But the animals do it. Why the people don't do it?
An animal can love. Why can a person not love?
Yeah.
Is there one message that you could give to other mothers who might be dealing with like a different child? Is there a message that you can give to them to help them through the difficult process?
Wow, there's only what can I tell the mamas especially, have to love the kids with the same passion they love the other kids. This is the Bible order that God said. So you are the first people have that baby inside of you and you take care. Why when it's grown and tell you, Mama, are we gay or lesbian? Coming in the ugly dog, that's not true. That's not. Sometimes the more important, the more smart and sweet, that's what you don't want. You put this on the street, but that's the more sweet person you got in your life. So I think the mamas have to show the kids the same. Love and respect.
Love and respect the baby that came out of you.
Yeah, for me it is a bless.
Yeah.
You always want to feel proud because, oh, now he play, oh, now he eat, now he run. What happened in the future?
It's their own life. It's not your life to control or anything like
That's
that.
individual. Even when in my religion I tell my kids, I love you too much and you love me. But if you make a mistake, that's with God, you pay. I don't pay. And the same with me. And that's only my responsibility to show him exactly respect and love. And be honest. You have to keep the best part of you and go. And don't feel afraid because God is with you. And always the mamas have to be more sweet things for the kids. Because tomorrow, the kids you push out come and give you the hand. And with the other, sometimes you feel proud, because he's a big lawyer. Maybe he forgot you.
Oh, that's very deep message. You push out the person that has the big heart because they are gay, and then the one that you are so proud about, the lawyer, is the one that might forget you. And also, a strong message is that tomorrow is not promised.
No.
So this moment is what you have with your children.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Eddie, do you have any message to give to the LGBT community?
You have to be yourself. I don't want to tell people like, oh, you must be out by this age, because I think you have to be aware of your surroundings and also be prepared for the worst, because I mean, I got very lucky, but I mean, there's lots of people who may not have a welcoming family, and you have to kind of feel your surroundings, but you know, just live your truth, because otherwise, I think that it hardens people when they're not being honest with themselves.
And do you have any plans for your future?
I guess, well, lots of plans. Well, I'm currently working on a book, actually. I'm also still producing videos, and I hope to also, I'm interested in starting a business that would help employ the LGBT community and help empower them as well.
Hey, that's lovely, because I think a lot of LGBT members have difficulty being employed simply because they are gay and somebody doesn't want a gay member within their business, which is weird.
Ideally, like my mom said, create a space where people can come in, get employment, build themselves up, and know that, you have a safe space here.
Create a nest.
A nest, yeah.
Yeah.
A nest. Because I'm creating my own nest too, yeah.
Oh, well, it was really nice to speak to you and very lovely to speak to you. You really inspired me today. I wish all mothers could be like you. Really.
I think this is the end of the show, and we have to say goodbye to Mom and Eddie.
My heart actually hurts.
Well, the life keep going.
Oh, life keeps going.
I want to say thank you because your appearance here, Mom and Eddie, come and share your inspiring stories to us and our audiences.